Let's call the case People versus Jalen Priester. Yeah, I think I saw the text, but I don't know what time she needed me by, but I haven't, I responded back.
Good morning, Your Honor. Victoria Burton here, Chief Assistant Prosecutor appearing on behalf of the people.
And Karma Dadush on behalf of Mr. Priester, can you please state your name for the record?
Jalen Priester.
Your Honor, we've just received discovery. We were going to ask for an adjournment to review that and a moment to address bond, please.
What was the last thing you said?
And a moment to address bond, please, if you'll allow it.
You don't really want my answer. Probable cause conference will be adjourned July 31st, 2025, 9 a.m. as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to be asking for a reduction on his bond. Mr. Priester has a full-time job at the University of Michigan Building Services. He is able to go back and stay at his father's address if he is released. He is able to get released on, if Your Honor would agree to his release, he can be on a hot zone tether, as I believe the magistrate had ordered that if he were to be released. I don't believe he has any other cases holding him.
He does not?
I don't believe he does.
Okay.
And he just wants to be able to go back so he's able to not lose his job that he has. So for those reasons, we're going to be asking for a personal recognizance, Your Honor.
On Memorial Day of this year, 3 o'clock in the middle of the afternoon, Mr. Priester and a buddy of his thought it was appropriate to go shooting through an apartment complex parking lot. One witness that he was apparently trying to get says that she has received death threats via text from him and his buddies, as well as they tried to run her off the road. 2 other innocent bystanders had bullets ringing through their apartments. One in particular was laying in the bed trying to take a nap at 3 o'clock, and she was woken up by the bullets coming through her window, entering into her bathroom. He has currently a $35,000 cash surety bond. He is only 22 years old. With this type of activity, I would certainly oppose any type of bond modification.
Well, Your Honor, if he is put on a home confinement tether with the ability to go back to work, that would perhaps ensure that he does not go anywhere that he's not supposed to be going or do something that he's not supposed to be doing.
The unloading of a firearm, which are the allegations at dwellings where people are. I'm quite frankly shocked that his bond is so low. I'll be absolutely honest with you. And so if I were to receive a motion from the people, I would raise his bond. I am certainly under these circumstances not going to reduce his bond.
Understood.
Defendant's motion for bond reduction is denied.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Suzette Hampton.
And on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Hampton, who's approaching. Judge, state your name, ma'am.
Suzette Hampton.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton. All right.
Your Honor, we're asking to adjourn this matter to, I want to go over the video discovery with Ms. Hampton, and Ms. Londi and I have actually talked about possible resolutions.
All right. Probable cause conference, August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the People versus Hampton.
Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Mr. Turner. Mr. Turner, could you state your name for the record?
Anthony Sherrod Turner.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, we are going to ask for an adjournment of this matter. We're trying to get an offer. My client has been accepted into mental health court. I have been working.
He has been?
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Okay.
He's been accepted. I have the paperwork here, but I don't have the misdemeanor yet that would allow him to go. So while everything is filled out, I can't do anything until I negotiate this down to the misdemeanor. I thought we were on that. Attorney Childers and I, however, he's not here today. And it's
July 31st, 2025, 9 a.m.
Say the words, July 31st. Your Honor, can we address bond in the meantime?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I would ask that my client be allowed to be released. You can tether him. He has a place to live. He's been in there for quite some time. It is my belief that this will go down to hopefully, with his being put in mental health court, go down to a misdemeanor. And he has already met with the mental health court. My client is super excited about it. When I met with him on Monday, he talked about it quite a bit. He likes the mental health court staff. And if the court wants, he'll even go to the next mental health court session to start this process.
Response from the people.
Your Honor, other than the court's discretion, it doesn't appear that there is any significant history, and it doesn't even look like we had a cash and surety request at arraignment, so I don't.
No, he was on a PR, didn't appear, and then it was a while, we finally got him back. And started heading down this course. But where would the defendant be residing?
Did you give him your address, Mr. Turner?
312 West Huron,
Sign your name.
In Ann
right.
Arbor?
Ann Arbor.
Yeah. At this point, why don't we get the plea and everything worked out? Once he's out of this court, that court can decide, but at this point, on reductions.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Do what we gotta do. Court calls the case, People versus Ardashir Hassani.
All right, let's talk about that, Dot. This hearing covered a full spectrum from bond debates and mental health court logistics to the quieter procedural stuff that holds it all together. And it opened with a serious one. Jalen Priester. Now, Mr. Priester's defense came in asking for two things: a short adjournment to review newly received discovery and a shot at modifying bond, but the prosecution was ready. According to the state, this wasn't a minor matter. Back on Memorial Day, Mr. Priester allegedly opened fire in an apartment complex parking lot. Not only were residents caught in the crossfire, but one bullet reportedly tore through a bedroom window and landed in a bathroom while someone was napping. The prosecutor painted a picture of recklessness and intimidation, even mentioning death threats allegedly sent via text to a witness. Despite defense efforts to frame Mr. Priester as employed and stable, the judge wasn't having it. In fact, the court remarked that it was shocked the bond wasn't higher. The motion to reduce bond was firmly denied, Suzette Hampton's. Case followed, and it was much less charged. Her attorney asked for an adjournment to review video discovery and work toward a possible resolution with the prosecution. The court granted the request, setting the next date for August 7th. Nothing flashy, just professional coordination between parties. Then came Anthony Turner, and things got nuanced again. Mr. Turner had already been accepted into mental health court, which is a strong step in many cases, but his eligibility still hinged on negotiating the current charge down to a misdemeanor. Defense was hopeful and enthusiastic. Mr. Turner himself, reportedly, was excited about the program. Counsel even offered to have him attend sessions early. The prosecution didn't object, but they flagged prior issues with his appearance and the fact that he was previously on a personal recognizance bond. So, while the court was open to the direction this was heading, the judge ultimately said, let's get the plea and the paperwork settled first, then the specialty court can take over. It wasn't a hard no, but it was a clear not yet. Overall, this hearing showcased a little of everything: serious public safety concerns, defendants trying to find structure through alternative courts, and attorneys juggling discovery, bond, and long-term resolutions. The courtroom stayed measured and fair, even when the content turned intense. Judges asked the right questions, prosecutors came prepared, and defense counsel worked hard to advocate within the limits of the law. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.